I don't use the super amped elemental discharge in Monster Hunter now. Now I know it's the Charge Blade's signature move. It's flashy, it has big explosions, and deals a hell of a lot of damage. But the problem with SAEDs is that it takes a lot of setup. Not only do you have to charge these 5 files, you also have to charge up your shield. Now that's a lot of charging, and I'm a lazy player, so I found a simpler way to use the Charge Blade. So I've been playing the Charge Blade ever since its release, and I've been testing out different playstyles, strategies, and ways to play the Charge Blade. Now it took me quite some time and a lot of potions to truly learn the Charge Blade, since its moveset is very complicated. But I've discovered 2 ways you can play the Charge Blade. One way is to use the super amped elemental discharge and make some big explosions. That's the complicated way of using the Charge Blade. Or you can use a way simpler strategy. It's not gonna be as flashy as the SAEDs, but it gets the job done. And honestly, I prefer this strategy since pulling off SAEDs is very complicated to do. There's multiple steps involved. You need to charge up your files, transfer them to your shield first, then charge up your files once more before you can do an SAED. Now you do get to see huge explosions with big damage numbers, but after that, it uses up all your files and you have to charge them up again. It's a very tedious process, and with only 75 seconds per hunt, setting up for an SAED can take a lot of time. Luckily, there is a much simpler and faster way to use the Charge Blade. A method where you don't have to charge up your shield. Once you have 5 files loaded, you can start doing some serious damage. And that's by using AEDs, or what I'm calling the AED playstyle. Now the AED may not be as flashy or deals as much damage as the SAED, but it gets the job done. It still deals decent damage, and it only uses 1 file every time you do it. So you can spam it over and over again without needing to charge up files every time you do it. You can easily keep up your offense. Now its animation is also much faster than the SAED, so it's much safer and less punishable to do. The AED playstyle is so easy that you only need to do 3 simple things every hunt. And that's charge up 5 files, transform to axe mode, and then start spamming AEDs. After the files turn red, my go-to method of charging the files is by tapping on the special button. It loads up my files and automatically transforms into axe mode with a single tap of my finger. Not only that, it immediately follows up with an overhead axe swing that deals a lot of damage. It can even sometimes break parts, giving you the opening you need for an AED. After an AED, you transform back into sword mode. From there, you just repeat the process until you've hunted down the monster. It's way simpler because you only need to remember 2 moves. Tap the special button to transform into axe mode and tap and hold for AED. Tap the special button again, tap and hold to AED, rinse and repeat. It's that easy. Now here's a few AED tips so you guys don't die. After transforming into axe mode and doing the overhead swing, you won't have enough time to follow up with an AED. So you gotta dodge away and wait for the monster to attack. While the monster is in mid-attack animation, that's the time you should be tapping and holding for AEDs. This ensures that you will recover fast enough to dodge the next attack. After a part break or if the monster flinches, you should quickly follow up with an AED. Hesitate and delay it for a few seconds and you will get hit. When using the AED playstyle, we only use the sword mode to charge up files. Always transform into axe mode using these special buttons so you're always ready to spam AEDs. Basically, we are playing the charge blade like it's a greatsword. A greatsword that can KO monsters. This AED playstyle is perfect for impact file charge blades since the file explosions that the AED creates are focused on a single area. Hit the head and you will get multiple hits that can KO monsters. Now, is the AED playstyle optimal? No, not really. SAEDs deal a lot more damage, and if you can pull them off consistently, you can end hunts faster than using AEDs. But it is certainly riskier, and you need to do a lot of setup for SAEDs. The AED playstyle is just another way to play the charge blade. So, if you're lazy like me, then the AED playstyle is for you. Now, if you're interested in getting better with the charge blade, be sure to check out these videos right here.